I'm going to kind of fill in some of the spaces with some information about being a new coach that is really important. First of all, we need to have fun here. That is our first goal. Like, most of us are joining as coaches because we are just now starting out on our journeys, or we've been having great results with the fitness products that we use with Beachbody. We've been in challenge groups and we've fallen in love with the community and the support and the motivation that's constantly coming into our lives. So why wouldn't we want to share that with others? The biggest thing that I started to realize was, when I was getting my results and I was sharing that with people, the motivation and the inspiration that was, flowing through me into them was so contagious. It made me so excited to keep going and to keep this up for myself, but also to show others what was possible. So I think having a personal transformation of some sort, mentally, physically, or spiritually here, is so huge. And you do not need a physical transformation to start coaching. There's absolutely so many examples, including my coach Keisha, who quit her Google corporate job and makes $100,000 a year with Beachbody. She's never had a physical, huge transformation. She's showed her ways of transforming mentally, and over the years, just how healthy and happy she is. And that's a transformation that people can see. So if you're doing that, you're getting that across. So taking the pressure off of needing to be perfect here or walk in perfect is huge. Nobody likes somebody that's perfect. You don't just walk in and be perfect and people are super excited. They want to see the struggles. They want to know the vulnerabilities. They want to relate to you and trust you and know what it's like to actually kind of be in your head. We all want to share our highlight reels on Facebook, so people are constantly seeing that and they're thinking in their own head, I'm not good enough, or I don't do this well enough, or whatever. So instead of being that person that's kind of just bragging, why don't you reach out and find out those people's struggles, and then you can offer something that will get them out of that. If it's needing a better routine, or needing help with nutrition, or needing a cute little motivational quote to pump them up every once in a while, I find ways for each individual person that work for them based on my relationship with them. And it's really fun. It adds a lot of value to my life that I don't get otherwise. So that's another thing. At the end of the day, I feel so grateful that I have this outlet. I am a dental hygienist by nature. That is my career. I went to school. I worked my booty off to become, a professional in the health field that could really make an impact on others. But my passion actually lies a lot more in doing free work with dental hygiene, or going on mission trip type style trips, and getting out there and doing something for people that don't necessarily have access to insurance. So I right now work full-time Monday through Thursday as a hygienist, and as rewarding as I was hoping it would be, and as fulfilling as it is to get paid well and to know that I'm helping people's smiles, it really takes a lot out of me, and I don't get as rewarded from it. So when you're thinking about your career and maybe what your ultimate goal is as a coach, sometimes just knowing that there's an outlet for you here that you may not have in your normal life is huge. It's so exciting. You get to kind of have your cake and eat it too. So I build this business on the side. I actually try to incorporate the two. They both work hand in hand. I'm helping people with their life, with their nutrition all the time. It does help with their teeth. I just make it full circle and I make it work for me. So this brings me into my next thing, which is setting up some non-negotiables for your business. It is so huge for you to have a checklist for yourself, or you will never get things done. There's no coach breathing down your back. I'm not going to be here, or your leader, your upline coach isn't going to be there constantly get your work done, get your work done. This is a self-motivated business. This is your thing, your business, your rules, your goals, everything you want to do. It's your business. So if you have the goal to get something done, or a goal to make something happen, or to have a group, you will. And you're going to see your business skyrocket every single month that you reach those little goals. These non-negotiables are things that you can do every single day that will consistently build up over time, like a compound effect. So you can see how if you take a big long break and don't message anybody, when those seeds that you would have been planting by sharing this opportunity are supposed to be sprouting, you're going to have a dry season. And that leads to a lot of lack of motivation and a lot of, disappointment. So don't stop. When you get the momentum, keep it going. Find something that's manageable for you. For me, I like to message 2 to 3. In the beginning, I used to message 2 to 3 people a day. They would just be non-Beachbody messages where I would be like, to an old coworker or a friend or a family member, whoever it is, on my Facebook feed, I would just say, how are you doing? And the second they see my message on there, they actually see my Facebook posts. So every person I interact with on my Facebook messages, they will start to see my posts. And that's what I want. I want them to be inspired by me on a regular basis and learn to trust me as a person, as somebody that's staying consistent. So as you've learned, there's 3 vital behaviors, and your non-negotiables should really fall in line with those things because it's kind of like a triangle. So think of balance here. We don't want to just be all about inviting or just be all about working out or just be all about the personal development. We need a little bit of personal development in our life, which is kind of a whole topic of, everybody has places to improve. So find the things that you want to improve on and then find books that relate to that or podcasts that relate to that. Find Audible if you want to read in the car. You have to have balance in all parts. So if you're thinking, I don't need personal development, I want to leave that out. Your business may struggle in certain aspects when it comes to the growth you'd be having if you were learning new things. You can do a lot with just a transformation and just working out and just inviting though as well. So don't be deceived. You have to do all parts. And if you just focus on inviting and personal development and you put your own nutrition and personal self-care aside, you're going to see the impact on that in your body and your energy. So it really is a triangle of finding what's good for you, finding what works for you, and kind of like ebb and flow. Like if that doesn't work, try something else, but be okay trying. Be okay setting yourself up with those scary little goals and go for it. And how I run groups is I announce one once every single month and usually give them about 10 days. The people that have communicated with me, I give them about 10 days to order. So I set it up about 10 days before I have the group at least where I announce it. So for instance, I have my next group starting on November 30th. So I'm announcing it this week and I may have already, we'll see. So I hope that helps, and this is just a little tidbit of kind of some of the things that, needed to just be talked about as coaches, because I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves when we first start here to be a certain thing and to be a certain way, but you are the way you are to start sharing your journey right where you're at. These struggles are super important for people to see along the way. That's how they build trust with you. So when you have struggles and when you're vulnerable and when you're real, people are going to watch that and they're going to see how far you're coming over time. And that's so cool. And that's why people love to look at your posts on Facebook and why they will start to realize that that's the person you are for them. So show up, be consistent, and let's find some goals that work for you to help you build your business. All right, take care, and I'm excited to see you in the group page.